Hello everybody, welcome back for another episode of the Cavern Kings beta. This is still beta 24. We're going to go back in for another round of standard play. I know people have been requesting some arena mode. I'm definitely going to play that as well. I also didn't realize you could do unlocks there either. So that's something I'm looking forward to playing some more of, but I still want to try and work my way in a little bit more on this whole standard mode. I feel like I've got some more work to do and some more ground to cover. I'm real happy about that giant freaking golden eyeball that's up there in the top of the screen. That's pretty fun stuff. So let's see what kind of weapon we get today. We've got a jackhammer and a nail gun. Pretty happy about that. That's a nice combo. I think I can make some work happen with that. Also heard apparently that the weapon that I unlocked, or the power-up I unlocked, something about like a laser-piercing stare or something like that, might be real good. It might help me a lot with fighting bosses, so I'm looking forward to seeing if that's actually going to be possible. As I'm sure hopefully you guys have noticed, I've been trying to adapt my gameplay to be a little bit more efficient and hopefully useful. And one of the things that I've learned to do, or am trying to do anyway, wow, that guy's tough. I'm trying to make the most usage of every level that I'm given. I want to try and stay on screen as long as possible and get as much XP as I can, and hopefully kill this freaking worm that is apparently nearly indestructible for some reason. Not sure quite why it's this strong. I'm going to be real salty if I end up getting killed already. Alright, well I did get him, and we're down. Yeah, I could have actually milked that for another few seconds, but, you know, it's fine. Not every single level is going to be perfectly optimal, I'm sure. I would like to drill up here. I like that this jackhammer lets you kind of hover in the air. I think that's actually really handy when you're trying to dodge wormy things and stuff. Oh, crap. Get that out of there. Yeah, you've got a lot of different varieties of enemies that all kind of hang in the air or do things that require you to stand in just such a way. And I think the ability to hover is actually kind of huge. I know people have told me the kinetic fist lets me jump more, get more distance out of the air, and I think that's actually a thing that I've been doing a little bit more, trying to integrate more into my gameplay. So, you know, there's a lot of little tweaky things that I've been working on, you know, grouping enemies together using melee, trying to stay up in the air, maybe not focusing entirely on crates and boxes, although, you know, I still want to do that because power-ups are kind of important in this, and so far I haven't gotten any despite having enough money now. So we've got enough to get in here. Let's see if we can get up. Oh, crap. Alright, just knock that down. We'll deal with it later. Hopefully there's going to be some health in here or somewhere around there. Alright, so we've got a cluster of iron. Get a little bit more damage. That's definitely going to be handy, considering, if you've noticed, the garbage damage that I just did on that worm a second ago. We definitely want to do a lot more than that. And if we can get a power-up that allows me to, like, pierce through all of that stuff, that might be really handy. I'm going to wait for the drill to try and grab that crate. You can see there's one up in that the area near that saw blade. And yeah, that's going to just happen. We're just going to get that money freely falling down onto us. I don't even have to worry about wasting my time with it. Also want to say thank you to everybody for being super supportive. I know I mentioned people being a little bit butthurt on the episode 10 comments and such. Everybody was super nice after that, and I thank you for it. I know not everybody got a fair shake. Maybe things got a little misrepresented in the comments. Seems to happen a lot where people, you know, maybe are a little too harsh in one direction, then people get too harsh in the other direction. I like to lay somewhere in the middle of that, but as long as you're not, you know, throwing out hate speech or anything, which is what happens on occasion, we can all live and cope together and everything's fine. And thankfully everybody seemed to strike a reasonably medium response after, you know, one little incident. So, you know, it's all good. Alright, we've got a Phoenix Pinion. We're going to get some sweet fire down on the game world. Not really going to help a whole lot with this worm. Apparently my damage still could leave a little something to be desired, as this guy is still going strong. I'd like to be able to kill one of these freaking things. Maybe I did actually kill the last one, but it was like at the very last second. I'd like to be able to do it a lot more efficiently than I am right now. Also, I was told I should use TNT crates maybe. Oh, God. Well, that's a thing I didn't really think very much about. Apparently, those boxes will fall on my head and kill me in one hit. Alright, so that sucks. It's our first run of this episode gone to the dogs in a very unfortunate way. Let's try again. We've got Kinetic Fist, of course, and a Saw Blade Launcher, which I'll try to use to the best of my ability, as always. Apparently, I can't still stand on these, so they're all the worst parts of having some kind of a big block, and all of the non-beneficial parts. You know, the fact that you can't jump on it, and it'll also crush you and kill you. But I can break it open. Maybe if I break enough of these open, I will unlock some sort of new secret or something. That's what I hope, anyway. They do seem kind of enigmatic. Why would you have these big metal blocks laying around everywhere? I should probably try and work on it. I think I did break one of these before, it didn't actually do anything, and this one didn't either. You can at least put some money in there. It takes you a while to break them down, right? Should reward you with some sort of something for bothering to take the time, maybe. Although that's just my assertion. I don't know, the developer doesn't have to jive with that concept, I'm sure. Yeah, alright, didn't actually make that happen at all. I was gonna try and kick that crate, or the chest down the next floor, but yeah, didn't listen. As so often happens to be the case, whenever I use the kinetic fist, it just kind of like does what it wants. Uh-oh! Alright, that actually worked out fairly well, I guess. We've got some money down there that I should probably try and break into, as well as another box over there, too. Very close to another level, and also another potential crate open. We've got, alright, Homesick Shard. Passive damage, always a good start. I'll take the passive damage over pretty much... Oh god, what just happened there? Did I just drop a whole bunch of coins off the world? But yeah, I'll take passive damage over, like, triple jumping most of the time, although I am aware that both have their functional uses. I find that just getting damage up is, like, really helpful early in the game, especially when you don't have a lot of other options. Okay, apparently we're just gonna go down on that floor. It has been echoed also that the sentiment is very negative towards the concept of anyone just skipping floors in this, and you know, that seemed like the logical course of action to me too, but I didn't want to go so far as to actually proclaim it out loud because I wasn't sure if maybe there were some meta strats that I was not quite aware of yet. I'm going to go on record as saying probably skipping floors is a bad idea in pretty much mostly all cases, unless you're finding yourself incredibly outmatched, or it's like a dark water level with nothing in it that is just going to waste your time. I don't know, maybe even then you'll still want to do it. I'm not really sure, but seems like a bad idea in mostly all cases. Seems like we're not going to get enough money for this crate, although I would like to, or chest I should say. I keep calling them the wrong thing, I'm not sure why. We've got crates, we've got lockboxes, and we've got chests. It's not that complicated. Alright, let's drop this guy down to the next floor if I can manage. I can't manage, apparently. Although, the saw blade actually followed me down, which is kind of cute. Something about the way the kinetic fist works, it's like you just can't really punch through the ground and not go with it because of the momentum thing. Let's just, yeah, do that. Try and avoid getting killed. And we'll grab this health power up. I'm almost at chest level here. This should do it. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. Let's open one of them. Alright, so we've got a little bonus to crit chance and accuracy. Again, not my favorite power-up when we're using this particular weapon, but it's okay. Crit chance is good. I imagine when you've got a saw blade that's actively spinning on top of enemies, that's probably still pretty useful, having a higher crit chance and all that. I want to kind of clear my way forward here as we suck up all of that sweet, sweet money. And maybe we can lower this down. You know what? There's a big old worm here. And that's a problem for me. Alright, well, it's gonna go through the... Oh god, just breathe. I guess somehow I managed to bring this chest down with me. Cool. Alright, we're in lockbox territory. That's good news for me, because I could really use the extra money and potential health. We'll see if we can break into that sucker over here. Saw blade launcher, always good for breaking into these. Hey! And we got a flying bracer. Again, I'd rather have some either health or damage ups, but I guess since it was free and I wasn't even expecting to get one at all at this point, you know, I'll take it. Certainly I'm not going to complain about a mobility up in this case, especially when we might have to fight a boss at some point in this run. I would like to have the ability to jump over stuff, especially because I'm not really going to be able to hover in the air the way I could with that last item that I was talking about before. Trying my best to grab all the money I can before I kill myself on this saw blade or drill. Not gonna make it. Alright, let's just drop this through. Didn't happen. And we've got worms converging on the scene. We can actually break these up pretty effectively. We've got rock bros here. And there we go, we're over. We've pushed it to the limit. Let's get into here. Oh man, another flying bracer. That sucks. Alright, well, try and make the best of it. Let's also make note of the fact that we've got a metal plate in the top right corner of the screen. I definitely don't want to end up underneath that. When we get into drill territory, that's going to be my undoing, of course, if I happen to be standing in the wrong spot. Now that we've made note that that can happen, it does add some interesting meta-level strats that we've got to be aware of now. If we find ourselves in a position where maybe a bunch of those could kind of chain reaction into each other, we may end up getting crushed under a whole pile of different things that we don't actually want to get involved in. Is this room going to be worth continuing on? Well, I guess we'll finish this guy off. I think that's about it. And get this out. Yeah. People have told me to make sure I chain my kinetic fist fire, and, you know, I'm aware of that. I definitely have been doing it also in the episodes. Sometimes I think people give me advice on things that, like, they didn't notice I've already been doing, which is a little silly, but I'll get over it. So, Cluster of Iron, good news. We definitely need that, especially if we're going to have any chance at this upcoming boss. Hoping it's not going to be an eyeball, but, you know, then again, the eyeball does seem to stay stationary for a longer period of time than the giant worm, so... maybe that's actually a blessing in disguise, I'm not entirely sure. Alright, that crate was a blessing in disguise. I wasn't expecting it to have so many goodies inside. Continue to collect all this stuff. We should have another few rock bros still on us before we leave the floor. Been very fortuitous that there haven't been many spike traps around. Those have been my undoing on more than one occasion. I seem to be very bad at avoiding them, as I'm sure you've noticed and commented on already. But, you know, we're doing alright. So far, so good on this run. Let's see if we can get another chest opened up on this one. Pop this sucker open. We've got enough. Health is actually full for once, and what do we get? Oh, is this the bugged one? Paralysis curse, critical hits inflict enemies with a paralyzing curse. Apparently this... Is it this one, or is it another item? One of them is apparently supposed to drain my health. I'm not sure if it's intentional or on accident. Or an accident, but that seems to be what's happened. This doesn't seem to be draining my health, though, so that's good news for me. I will let these rock bros throw themselves into a pit, because that actually works pretty well for me. Free XP, no work involved whatsoever, although I don't get the money that results either, so that's kind of a negative from that. But, you know, I'll take the XP, because that actually is a pretty big damage up over time as well. Wait for that to break down, and let's get this last rock bro. There we go. I could have probably killed one more on that, but I'm just going to let that go. Again, not going to try and completely min-max. I just want to make sure I have the best possible chance within reason, you know, without going too nuts over everything. Alright, that worked pretty well. Should be able to get over to that crate as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull enough for this chest, though. Let's see. I still don't really know what reliably I get out of most boxes. Seems like they seem to vary quite a bit from one floor to the next. That's actually a bunch of money we just picked up there from all of those guys. Maybe I'm going to make it just barely into this chest. Yes, we are. Okay, very nice. And what do we have? We've got another crit chance up. Well, I hope that that helps. The accuracy is certainly, again, not needed. As I've said, pretty much every time I've picked up that item for the... rest of eternity. Alright, this guy, I definitely want to kill him because he has a chance of dropping an item. He didn't, though. And I'll just walk through his creep for a second there. And let's get out of here. Alright, eyeball boss time. Let's try and shred him up. Get the saw blades moving. There are some crates in the walls. I'm going to try and get as many of those as possible. Or there's one at least. Oh, I killed him already. Holy junk, that actually happened way faster than I expected. And we got some kind of locust drop here. I don't know what this item even is. Unlock Thorax, contagious flesh-eating scarabs on your bullets. That sounds freaking amazing. As well as a wind leaf, so we can run like the wind. That actually allows us to walk a little bit faster as far as I can tell. Can I get in that? That's actually a really bad placement. I don't know that my saw blades are going to be able to actually do much with this. I would love to really break through this wall, but I don't know what I can do. Just like, yeah, get that all to fall through. I could try and, like, get through from the back part. This is gonna get me killed. You know what? I'm just gonna leave. We're having a good run. Why sabotage it with some stupid garbage that I'm trying to figure out? Only gonna hurt me more in the long run. Let's get this box, though. Maybe we've entered a realm where I can beat the boss more reliably. Maybe I've unlocked enough items or something that I'm actually gonna have a chance now. Who knows? There could be a little bit of that, like, Binding of Isaac style, where, like, if I don't have the right item pool to start, I'm not gonna have a chance at really keeping my, pace up. Oh, geez. Well, I wish that didn't happen. Oh, wait, the crate's still here. I thought it actually fell through the floor. It was just slightly obscured by the ground textures and such. Am I in danger of getting wrecked by any steel plates before we have that happen? I don't think so. Whoa, give me that big dollar. Yeah, big dollars for the win. Give, please. What are you? Paralysis curse. Again, okay, well, I'm starting to need some health. I hope I can pick some up around here. Maybe out of this guy right here. Yeah, just a little bit, though. That worm should get wrecked very nicely. Alright. Feeling good about this now. Maybe a little bit more health over here, though? Yeah, just a little bit. That's alright. Little dab will do ya. That's a lot of screen shake on that worm, I must say. Hey, Rock Bros, you're having trouble falling through this hole, huh? It's okay. I've been there myself. And the worms are actually being very generous with their drops as far as money goes. I have enough to get into this crate, or this chest up here. I'm gonna give that a try. Uh-oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. And we've got another Fly Like the Wind. Oh, my health. We got a Zephyr Horn. Bolsters melee attack speed. I've got to remember what that one does every single time. Alright, we really don't want to bust open this TNT falsely. Thankfully, I live there. That could have been real bad, though. Okay, pop up through the ceiling. Let's hope for a big health. Big health. Successful. And now we've got 609 gold gem bits. Very nice. We might be able to get into this chest as well. Oh, this run's going pretty well, guys. I'm psyched. Maybe we'll get to a second boss or something. I imagine one day that'll happen anyway. In case you were wondering, this game goes on just indefinitely, so there's no end to these runs. I could just keep playing as long as I can keep getting the ability to spiral out of control. Oh man, Piercing Oculus! We can reduce armor now, that's good news. Please, oh please, give me some health out of here. Or, you know, damage up as well. I think we're just gonna dig through the ground at this point. Please hurry up, that ground is very heavy. Very difficult to dig through. I've got to start taking that into consideration when I leave these things to the very last second. I'm going to actually end up getting myself into a lot of trouble if I stand in the wrong spot for too long. Little health. Okay, a little bit. How are we not into more expensive chests yet? That's like, oh, we've got a key level. Alright, we've got to get a key from one of these guys. And we have a couple here, potentially. I've also got to start drilling through the ground, and I can't hold the key and fight at the same time, so we've got to pick one or the other. Another paralyzing curse, and the ground I need to get through is all the way... Oh, God. That's bad. I don't like what's happening right now. This could end up screwing me. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Hurry up. Grab the key. Okay, I might just make it. Oh, no, don't... No, 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 no. Grab the key. Okay, whew. That was intense, actually. Alright, we've got some health back. And we've got a giant worm! Oh, no. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Alright, we've got enough jump that we should be able to outclass and outpace this sucker. We got enough that we could break in. Oh! Free damage. Take him down. Do your stuff. Oh, the timer is going to become a factor here. I'm not even going to go for that chest because it's a little too risky right now. Oh, it's dropping lots of Sully Currapans. I like that. Yes! Success, and lots of money as a result as well. So we're actually good to go. We should be able to make it through another floor or two, hopefully. Something dropped some health there. I'm happy to see that. Alright, I've got to start digging real soon because I don't have a lot of time. And that's also really hectic when that happens. Oh, just dig, just dig. Dig, dude! So slow. Oh god, it's another boss. What do I have that... Alright. Double melee. We can double fist everybody now. That's good news for me. Oh, this is the first run that I think is actually going pretty well. Wait, this is just a regular floor? When the music changed, I figured there was something else going on here, but I think this is just another floor. You know, I'll take it. I'm glad that we don't have to fight another boss right now. And I'm glad that we're starting to make enough money that we might be able to actually stay ahead of the whole chest game, too. Oh god, here he is. What? Why did that dude just die so fast? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have, like, crazy high damage right now. I'll hope so. I am able to break through these guys real fast, so... Alright, we'll keep at it then. We've already got a path drilled down, so I really don't have to worry about that too much. Would like to get rid of this little head thing, though. Well, I guess it just kind of dug itself up into the drills, which is bad news for him. What's all this about? Oh, is this a golden crate? Are there golden crates now? Cool. And we've got another wind leaf. Well, not the greatest power-up, but, you know, I have enough money now that I don't really care that much. Alright, champion. This guy's got to go. He's got a lot of health, as always, too. Alright, good. That actually wasn't... Oh, God, what was that? I just saw a pile of little eye guys fly out of there. I don't really understand why, but I guess it's not me to question. I should not hang out here for too long. This ground is going to require me to drill. Let's just get ready to go. What do we have? Some health. And dig into here. We've got an auto harp thing. The siren harp stuns every enemy when level up. That's, it's good news, but I don't level up all that much anymore. That's a weapon or an item that's really much weighted towards the beginning of the game, I would say. Alright, so here we go. Now we're in the good stuff. Volcanic bomb, bullets explode on impact. That's what I need. Explosions and more explosions are what this run needs to really take it over the top. And I'm hoping this can actually carry us pretty well until we get to some of the even more OP items and such. Okay, we got another couple champions going on here. They're starting to throw champions my way a lot more frequently. I'm going to need to start drilling through here in a second. Running out of time. And drill. Alright. What's this cost again? 2,500. I should be able to get in there pretty easily. Yeah. Still refilling on health. Let's see. Oh, we got the negotiators increases crit damage. That's good because I've actually got a few crit ups because of all of those Cyclops skulls that I was picking up. So, oh my god, it's more explosive shots. Just randomly dropped from some dude. Also, what was that? I just saw some crazy enemy fall out of the sky for a second there. I don't know what that... Oh god, I might die. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, the end to my most victorious run so far. It was kind of unceremonious and silly. I was going to try and make a plan for getting up to the top right corner, but I just didn't have time, unfortunately, to pull it off. Whew, alright, I feel kind of good. I'm kind of pumped about how that went, honestly. We had a couple of really rare items show up. Got the negotiators, the volcanic shots, we got that scarab beetle thing going on, the double melee. You can tell they all have the little blue borders there, so that's all good stuff. Those sullied Curapans were kind of a really nice, happy drop that they showed up by accident from enemies, kind of arbitrarily, but I still think that was even mostly not the greatest grouping of power-ups that we could have had. I think if we had some of those later items show up a little bit earlier, and I know they're probably not because of like floor distance and all that, but if they did, I think we'd even have a better shot of really loading myself forward. Also, some health regen would have been really handy because I found myself really struggling for health towards the end there. But that was actually a pretty good run. I feel happy about that. We almost crossed the 10,000 feet border, and we got to level 15, score 1750. I don't really know what the score is going to say at this point. We got 4,218 kills. My god, that's a lot of kills. I don't even know what to tell you about that. But anyway, that's going to be another episode of Cavern Kings. Glad I went for that second run there. The first one was way too short anyway. But if you're still enjoying the series, make sure you leave a like. That helps me out a whole bunch. And leave a comment, too, if you don't mind. Just letting me know that you're still here and still watching. And I will be happy to keep recording more Cavern Kings. I'm still enjoying playing this a whole bunch. So I will see you for the next one, and I hope you have a fantastic night. Talk to y'all later.